So you want to make video content for your roofing company or because you're in roofing sales, because at the end of the day, you want more leads and content is king. Well, in this video, I'm going to break down the do's and don'ts. Plus, I'm going to give you a formula to follow to make videos the easiest, fastest way possible that actually produces results, which is getting leads. Now, it's no secret that content is king, but sadly, many roofing companies, in fact, I'd probably say most of the people in the roofing space that I see making content aren't doing a great job. But they could be if they made these quick fixes and followed a process to doing it. That's what I'll be sharing with you in this video. So first, before we rock and roll, this is an important video for everyone on your team to see. So right now, copy paste this link into your group chat and share it with them, because when the whole team is making great content, gosh, the impact on the business is mind-blowing, because you will get more leads, and the leads that you get from videos are people that have already developed a relationship with you, and that means that closing those sales is so much easier. So let's jump right into this video. I'm going to teach you the do's and don'ts. I'm going to give you a formula. And then at the very end, I'm going to give you some tips to show up naturally on camera, because I know at first it is really weird and people freeze up on camera, they get clammy and they try too hard, or they don't try at all and they just look stupid. Don't worry, it's totally normal, but I'll help you work through that in this video. So let's rock and roll. Roofing sales is personal development in disguise, and the reward for growth is life-changing. I hope my content helps you create a richer life and bank account. All right, first, I want to address all of the don'ts in the video production process. Now, all the don'ts that I have outlined in preparation for this video, they all have to do with the very beginning of the video. So I'm going to hit the don'ts and then I'll explain why in just a minute. Don't number one. Don't open your video with a graphic about your company. I see this all the time. People want to look professionals. They're like, oh, I'm going to get a flash graphic and put my logo up there in this animation and show these drone shots of a roof. Don't do that. You'll see why in a minute. Don't number two. Don't open up your video. Hi, I'm Adam. My company is the Roof Strategist. And what I do is, so don't open up with the intro. Remember, well, I'll hit why in a second. And then number three, don't open up telling people where you are. I see this constantly. Hi, I'm here in so-and-so neighborhood on a roof doing, okay, so all of these, the flashy graphic, the intro with your name and who you are, and the intro telling people where you are all, well, let me ask you this. Do they bring value? No. Are they interesting? No. Does it set expectations for the video? No. Does it matter to the customer who might be watching? And the answer is no. So what's super important on these don'ts is don't start your video with anything other than the most important thing that's going to reach out from the camera, grab your prospect by the throat and say, listen up, this video is just for you. Okay? So that's the easiest thing you need to know about making videos that work, is just don't make those mistakes and follow these do's that I'll be laying out next. Do number one, you have to start your video with a strong hook. Now, a hook can be either a statement or a question, but if you want to keep it simple, open with a question, okay? Something like, what factors go into the cost of a roof? That's a question. In someone who's shopping for a roof, it says, what factors go into the cost of a roof, or how much should your roof replacement cost, which would probably be a better way to ask the question. Someone that, again, the very first second is going to say, this is why you should watch the video. What should your roof cost? Now, if I'm searching for a roof, I want to know the answer to that question, so I'm going to lean in, okay? So that's what opening with a hook will do for you. You know, you'll notice you don't need to introduce yourself. If you wish, you can do that later, but it really doesn't matter that much for most social media content when it's done on Instagram or Facebook. When you start getting into longer form videos on YouTube, you can introduce yourself later in the video. Do number two, follow the rule of one. If you're a note taker, write that down. The rule of one. I've had folks inside the RSRA community share videos they've made. I provide actual videos coaching them with feedback to help them through their video production process. Actually, I was just doing this on some of their marketing and landing pages and ads and all that stuff too. But my point is that when a lot of the videos I've seen, people are trying to cover too much in one video. So it's like, here's what caused this leak, and also X, Y, and Z, and also about skylights here. The rule of one is one problem, one solution per video, period. That's it. The rule of one, okay? So keep your videos focused on one problem or one question in one answer. Example, how much should your roof cost? And then what is the deliverable? helping them identify what their roof should cost. Do number 3, keep your videos concise. It is very easy, believe me, I know I've done it, to start rambling on or go off on tangents. There's a time and a place to connect the dots. It's, by the way, strategically calling opening a loop and then closing a loop. If you want to learn more about that, tune in. I'll probably be producing some more content on the marketing side later. By the way, I just opened a loop for you to stay tuned in. So that's the concept of opening and closing loop. But anyway, my point, keep your videos concise. Now this, what you're watching or listening to if you're on the podcast, is a longer form content that is designed to produce an educational outcome, meaning by you watching this video, you have a framework to follow that you can quickly implement to see a noticeable shift in the quality, engagement, and leads you get from your videos. So for this video, I don't need to be as concise. However, I need to match my video to the platform. So on YouTube or on my podcast, I'm going to do longer form videos. But when I'm on Facebook or I'm on Instagram, if you follow me on Instagram, by the way, just go search Adam Bensman, you'll see that the shorts that I produce, or the reels as they call them, are very concise. And they're following the rule of one idea, one deliverable. Okay? So you have to match your content to the platform that you're on. And as Joseph Sugarman, who's one of my favorite direct response copywriters of all time, said that the right length for content, and as he said, a sales letter, is like a short skirt. This is an offensive alert, trigger warning. Okay, the right length is like a short skirt. It's long enough to cover the essentials, but short enough to keep it interesting. So follow that rule when you're making your video. And then the final do is what I call the law of command. And that is at the end of a video, you need to tell people what to do next. Now, this is the difference between people that make entertaining content and people that actually make a living off of their content. And I built my entire business and brand off of making videos. And I will humbly say, I guess this is far from humble, I'm going to brag a little bit. I'm pretty damn good at doing this. And I see that the people that are okay at doing this, they make okay content, but they have no ability to take the audience or the attention of the people that watch the videos and move them to taking action, which is reaching out. And that's where the law of command comes in place. So on this video, that concept that I just shared with you, which was, how much should your roof cost? I'll give you the formula in a second, but then at the end, I'm going to end with the law of command, which is telling them what to do. So to find out exactly how much your roof's going to cost, click here to get an instant online estimate, or click here to set up a free, no obligation consultation to find out how much your roof will cost. So that's telling them what to do next. Okay. So we covered some common don'ts. We've hit the most important do's. I know those are simple, and it really is that simple. So now we're going to move into the framework for you to follow to produce great video content that's going to move folks to take action. So let's begin. All right, what I'm going to teach you is a 5-step formula. Number 1, open with a question. How much should your roof cost? Number 2, address their concern. This is where we dive into the problem. So in this example, say, so you don't really know what roof estimate to trust, do you? How are some people cheaper and some people are more expensive? And how do you know if you're being taken or if it's a fair value? So that's addressing their concerns or agitating the problem, okay? So question, then concern. Then what I'm going to do is make a promise. The promise is what the viewer is going to get from that video. So in this video, I'm going to share exactly what you need to know when reviewing a roof estimate, so you know if you're receiving a fair value or being taken advantage of. Okay, so that's the promise. So now it's like, okay, I want to know how much a roof costs. Yeah, I can really relate to those struggles and problems. Oh, you're going to give me this answer? So now I'm hooked. Then I'm going to deliver on my promise. This is where I provide the education. So in this example, when reviewing a roof estimate, it's important to know that not all estimates are apples to apples. In fact, one of the most common techniques that roofers use to dupe homeowners is just taking a piece of paper and saying, remove and replace roof this amount. So how would you, Mr. Homeowner, know? Are they replacing or reusing the roof to wall flashing and the step flashing? And what type of underlayment are they using? And how are they installing the valleys? And what type of ridge cap is going up on that roof? And as you, the homeowner, is sitting there wondering, well, I have no idea, that's the way that roofers dupe homeowners, is they're able to just use these loosey-goosey estimates to dupe homeowners and then make on-the-fly decisions on product and installation. So when you review your roof estimate, there should be line-by-line items for every single thing that the roofer touches and that they do. So if all else fails, you can hold them accountable. Okay, so that would be some deliverable on that particular video example. Then what I do is I tell them what to do. This is the law of command and the fifth element of the formula. So find out exactly how much your roof is going to cost, because all roofs are different and there's no way to put an eyeball ballpark at it without assessing the exact intricacies of your home, which is unique. Click the link beneath this video to get your free instant online estimate. Okay, so that would be a very simple framework. As you see, I stitched it all together on the fly to produce what could be a single standalone video for you. Now, putting this all together, let's do a quick recap and then don't leave yet, because we're going to end this video with the tips to help you feel more natural on camera. So we covered our don'ts. Don't open your video with flashy graphics. Don't open your video introducing yourself, because no one cares. And don't tell people where you are, because also they don't care. Remember, the first few seconds of your video is what matters most, and that's what's going to get people to stick around or not. Then the do's. Do open with a strong hook, and I recommend a question. Do follow the rule of one idea per video. Do keep it concise. Remember, as Joseph Sugarman says, like a short skirt, long enough to cover the essentials, but short enough to keep it interesting. And remember the law of command. Tell the viewer what to do at the end. So now we're going to review that framework. The framework is open with a question, address their concern, make a promise of what they'll learn, deliver the information and value, and then number 5, tell them what to do. No flashy graphics needed, no fancy audio equipment needed. Just make helpful content. You can always improve in each video you do. Now, I want to end this, as I promised before, with some tips to help you become more natural on camera. I know that the first time you're on camera, you freeze, you start like analyzing yourself, you wonder how you sound, how you look, if you're being stupid, and it takes all the like authenticity away from how you bring yourself in your day-to-day world. So here's my tips to you. Tip number 1, pretend that you're having a conversation with a friend over FaceTime. You're making a one-to-one video. I hate when people say, hi, everybody. No, I'm not everybody. You want to talk to the one person who's watching. You might be wondering, how much should I be paying to replace my roof, right? So again, speaking directly to the individual, not, hi, everybody. You all might be wondering. No. Make it one-to-one, okay? Number 2, look at the lens. This is the lens. This is me looking at selfie mode. This is the lens. This is selfie mode. Do you see the difference? This maintains a level of intimacy and connection and eye contact. This shows that I'm looking at myself and concerned about what I look like. It's really weird when you're using your cell phone because your face is right here, but don't look at it because everyone knows. So keep it intimate, look right in the lens as if you're on FaceTime talking to an individual person, okay? And then tip number 3, watch your videos back. You're gonna be able to analyze and coach yourself, and within a few repetitions, you, my friend, are going to be making awesome videos in no time. So thanks for tuning in with me on today's video. What I want you to do next is jump into my free training center right now. There's a link in the description. I'll see you in the next video.